Blessed love and peace. This addenda. Yeah, it's getting late, yeah. Um, didn't mention a few things. Mention it now. See if we can see this. There it is, right there. So again, this week upon our return to the Cuyahoga, we put up the sukkah again, and it gets attention from the streets. So we have further responsiveness additionally. So that factors into the equation. You can see it is located in a very diplomatic location because it's technically not on the premises of this building as it's partitioned out in the imperialist way. It's in a public domain, the parking lot. So it's been left alone for the past few months. I put it away when I went to Oberlin, and then putting it back up again. We see some of the consequences. Now there may be an implicit threat or suggestion of, oh, just get along. We're not bothering your sukkah, so why don't you just let us do what we want to do? No, because you're drunk and corrupt, and we need to awaken all together now. So it's not a quid pro quo. Again, it's the cultural embeddedness of not knowing actually what's proper and what's honest, and it's not even a matter of what's fair. It's like it's the whole thing, the whole situation. Society is way beyond what we communicate is the compromise. And we can and there's their ability to discuss it, debate it, adjust it, or whatever else. But this is the middle level, and it's not coming from our personal selves. It's coming from beyond. So all this negotiation of quid pro quo, what do this? No. We've tried. We've given up. We've shared opportunities, and we continue to share opportunities, but this is not it. And we say this for your benefit because and so that goes to the other point that for me to share at the moment. It's not a matter of being territorial. I left to Oberlin. I wasn't trying to and again, all this is beyond me. It's not what I want, because there's so many things I've done just in the past couple of years that I didn't want to do. But it's because it's how I'm guided into going to Denmark. Like I said before, I left this place. I left this land. I left this country. I left this nation, and wasn't threatening it or whatever else. And I get forcefully dragged back. So at that point, again, it's not even onus on the United States now. It's an onus on the world because the world sat by and watched it and participated in it happening. And so that's part of the implications here. It's not even just a matter of the U.S. at this point, but also like for people who are trying to process this and trying to find like what a fair solution is. We've already done. I've left this place numerous of times. I left and been on the street, and I got locked up for being for squatting in an abandoned lot. I've left. I've done personally so many things to accommodate the circumstances, and it's obvious like there's no accommodating it. It's just continually oppressive until it's not, and that means until it's done. And that just means a new system of oppression emerges. And so for those who are on the righteous path, on the righteous trot, it's just a matter of consistently being on that amidst the ebbs and flows of the downfalls and uprises. So anyways, those are some of the other conditions. Like for people who are trying to like figure out what anybody who's like honest and trying to figure out like what the fair solution is and everything else like this, recognize we left this area multiple occasions to live in Cleveland, in the city of Cleveland, and building community in an abandoned lot. Got locked up for that. It's illegal to be homeless. It's illegal. Well, I'm gonna keep it like that. So yeah, I left the country, and the country forcefully, against my will and against the law, literally drags me back to here. So now it's like, yo, you want me here? What? You want me here? What do you want? You want me here just to like wither away and not do things? No, that's not right. That's not happening by the grace of the Most High Elohim. So you have to figure that out. And by saying you, I'm talking about the leaders. I'm not talking about government. I'm talking about the plutocratics. I'm talking about you, ordinary person, who ordinary citizen. You, the one who brought me back. Serious. And everybody who walks around as an ordinary citizen, whether you vote or not, ordinary citizen, taxpayer. What do you want? I'm here. Why? What do you want from me? What do you want from us? Wake up and be honest about this. Many cats don't want to answer that. So now it's for the younger generation who are not yet citizens, who don't have that weight, who don't have that duplicity and the deceitfulness yet, aren't committed to it, aren't entrenched in it as much, still have the propensity of living in an increasingly honest and sustainable life. Wake up and look at the circumstances. And again, I'm a piece of shit. I walk with God. I'm no better or worse than anybody else. I'm not some special case or whatever. But I do live in a very strict way that is considerably honest and balanced, so that when things are done that are imbalanced, unfair, it's not just against me, it's against this way. And that's beneficial for you to recognize, because it affects you too. So Mr. and Miss 17-year-old, Mr. 17-year-old, Miss 17-year-old, Miss 15-year-old, Miss 13-year-old, Miss 11-year-old, Mr. 11-year-old. I was 11 years old when I learned about the Three-Fifths Compromise of the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 2, Paragraph 3. 11 years old. So yes, you got weight, you got decision, and you have power, you have influence. And so you need to wake up and be honest about this, about what you want and what you're accepting. All these nice things that are expensive and everything else like that got a price. It's injustice, it's oppression, it's blood, it's rape, it's murder, it's torture. How much of that do we want? I talked about what was going on in Palestine as tax day, and that's a whole other conversation. And that's actuality. So what was going on here is tax day, and tax day a bit amidst Shabbat. So, all right, come on, positivity. Creation, the garden. Yeah, I mean, the imperialist system is just black, white, all colors. Just the imperialist system of the world is just very hostile towards health and hostile towards nature. And people are very enveloped in these ways because it's very convenient, it's influential within convention industry. So, but we are encouraged, guided, taught to be further independent from the trappings, from the fruits that are provided from the imperialist way of oppression, hostility, violence, dis-ease, to cultivate a modesty within ourselves in terms of how we live, and additionally, so that we don't depend upon the blood and the torture and the tears, the semen, the fecal matter, the waste, the pollution, the pedophilia, the cannibalism, and additionally, so Miss 11-year-old, Mr. 11-year-old, so the opt-out option is unavailable. We've already opted out. We continue to opt out. People say, love it or leave it. We've left it. So why do you bring us back? You need us, and you need us for doing things that are beyond what you want us to do. How about that? You can process that one too, because I think I said it correctly. But anyways, I'm gonna leave that because I gotta go and observe rest. Peace and blessings. All thanks and praise to the Most High, Elohim.